Now, let's now move into the topic, the idea of cheating in itself. What makes people cheat? What's what is the trigger that makes people cheat? You said it is not normal to cheat, right? It's not. You said a normal thing. Normal people don't cheat. Now, let's speak as Christians. Why do men cheat?
Okay.
Let's say it like, let me ask a question like that. Why do Christian men cheat? Because not people of the world they can cheat, but as a Christian man, you must have met some men that okay, they say they are Christian or they believe in God, but so why do men cheat?
Okay. Why do men cheat? Number one, I believe that one, you are not rooted. Just know that you are not rooted. Anything that will make you cheat, you are just carrying Christianity as a title. Like it's just on your head. I'm a Christian. Because when you cheat, the moment you realize that what you are is not you are not even saying you are cheating against your spouse. Now, once you cheat, it's a sin already. Yeah. And as a Christian, if you know that this is a sin, and you actually know that is this God that you are serving that you respect. If you respect God, respect your spouse. So whatever you do to your spouse, even when I remember when I was getting married, doing counseling. So whatever you do to hurt your spouse, you are hurting God. Yeah. So it's better don't go into it. If you know that you want to go into, that means you are telling God that God, I'm giving everything to you, like I'm giving everything to my spouse. So why do men cheat? Most of them, one, they are not there. They're just Christian for Christian's sake. It's just a title. Two, well, I don't like taking this as an excuse. I want to say influence. But I don't. If you are not going to cheat, you're not going to cheat. You can have friends that cheat, but why can't those friends learn from you and stop cheating? So it is not that the second one is not an excuse. But I would still say it's still a thing. No
influence. So the kind of people that you are rolling.
Yes. Okay. When you have an argument with your spouse, for example, or when you are sad, maybe your wife did something to you. Who do you talk to? You talk to friends that will say, "Oh, come to the club. Let's talk about this thing." You go there. Let's just do. You forget about it, and your innocent self that you think you are, you started drinking, and before you know, stop thinking. See, enjoy yourself. See all these girls. They start introducing all those things. As long as you are giving in, you are the problem yourself. So second is influence, and the third one is a decision. You have decided in your mind you are going to cheat. You don't start cheating. You don't just cheat. You understand? You don't just.
So cheating.
You cannot just wake up. You cannot just wake up and cheat. No. For example, if somebody lies to you, and you found out that this person is actually lying, the person has been lying before. You may not know, or you have not gone to a point where you are able to detect that this guy has been lying, but it got to a point just like cheating. Imagine a man sleeping with another woman. You are married, but you are a Christian. You are sleeping with another woman in the church. They should check the guy's phone, conversation with the woman, before that thing happened. There's some opening. As you are married, you are covered like there is shield there. The only way that can open that shield is your spouse. That's how God did it. But if you allow somebody else to just, you are not opening the padlock, just let me open a portion of the window. You are giving the person opening, and there's no way.
Thank you. I like how you said that. You are the one that gives. Like when you give an opening, it will happen.
It will happen.
Exactly. It's a calculated, like with time, it happens. So that means as a Christian, you have to guard the way. But then this is one specific reason that a lot of people give. For example, I had a conversation with a guy in my office, and he said that he doesn't believe that his wife can do everything he needs his wife to do for him. So he needs those people to assist her.
To help them.
Yeah, say, I can't be stressing my wife too much, So I want you to speak from that angle.
Okay.
Is it because, can we say that some people, their spouses are not doing, maybe their girlfriend, let's do sexual parts now. Maybe she's not fulfilling him enough sexually like he wants her to. So is that a reason why men actually cheat? And how can they avoid it?
Absolutely. There are reasons why, men, even Christian, cheat. It is not normal. It's not expected. It's simply just like every other temptations you have that people fall into, and it does happen. So from my experience with different men, some don't even. Yeah, we have said it like, okay, oh, sex is something that you have to plan, but sometimes it's not planned. That you have somebody who did not have any intention at all in the first place, maybe before getting there. But one thing happened, and another thing happened. So there are several reasons. Number one, it could be lack of satisfaction from home, from your spouse. So, like, we are talking about men now. So, if a woman is not doing the needful, like some men before they got born again and all that, they had this experience, they know about women and all that. So they've been in sexual, they've had this sexual relationship with different ladies. Yes, now they got born again and later they get married. They want to experience, they want to experience that lifestyle again. They now get to meet a sister who doesn't bother, who doesn't care, who sees them as they are born again brother now, born again men. So they should understand. They shouldn't be bothered. So it doesn't send, whether the guy is, satisfied or not. So in that situation, it pulls away for temptation. So which is not still the reason why the man should go ahead and cheat, yeah. Or a man that is demanding for sex from the wife and the wife keeps denying the man. And that's why Paul said, so that the devil will not tempt. You understand that devil, because there's a possibility of being tempted. Now, I've discovered that not all men have that same sexual orientation, sexual, I've even been able to define different sexual, expectation from men. Like levels, yeah. We have the hypo, the hyper, and then the normal. So the hyper, as a spouse of a hypersexual person, you need to look at it critically. You need to know that you have some work to do. And the same thing happens to when you have ladies who are hypersexual ladies as well. So they demand a lot. Yeah. Some of us who have, been in such world before, so we understand that, okay, there's different demands. So you have those people that they're just okay with just little stuff. Why some, they want enough action. So when that is not going on, it brings about, and as Christian, you're not expected to test yourself before marriage. Like, me and my wife, we didn't do testing to see how the orientation is going to be like. You understand? So, so we manifested on the, when we cross over to the other side. So we started getting to know each other and all that. So in that sense, those things open door for temptation. And those temptations can breed over time. It's a breeding. And if a brother, just maybe in the time of laziness, spiritual laziness, you get weakened off. And then you have someone who is giving attention in a way. Yeah, his intention is not to have anything to do with that person. But one day, like a spontaneous place or whatever, it could just happen. And that becomes another big step,
just so that we don't elongate. Yeah. So you're saying that temptation, not getting enough sexual
satisfaction from a spouse
can lead to the temptation.
Yes.
And also not getting attention, because
attention, yes, attention.
So like maybe like the woman is not really caring for it, but there's one girl outside that say, sir, like those, I think it was Bemi, one Mozart movie like that, where the colleague is always bringing food. The wife, she's tired. They cook. But the colleague will be like, brother, this is what she's a Christian sister too. But she was bringing food before one day. Temptation was not even, but thank God, the brother got himself back. So I hear you when you say all those things. Now, what's the solution for that Christian? But in that kind of situation, are you saying that it is okay for them to go ahead?
No, it's not okay.
What are the boundaries
yes, the first question was that what are the causes of this thing? So he mentioned influence, he mentioned spiritual weakness, which are very, very
valid. Those ones are actually the background.
So the background. So, and also I've talked about not being not getting satisfaction from the spouse, and also not getting the right attention from the spouse. So those can open the door for that. Of course, now as a balanced Christian, as a spiritually grown Christian, as a man, of course, it is your responsibility to look at it that despite whatever. So this is against the word of God. This is against even our relationship, our commitment to one another. So we treat our body as one. The Bible says we are one, and then we are joined together as one. So when the Bible was talking about the bed undefiled, it wasn't referring to before marriage. That's the truth about it. He said marriage is honorable in all things, but the bed undefiled, which is if you maintain the purity of the bed. So it is not before marriage. Actually, that word, though, of course, before marriage is fornication, is clear. But after marriage, the Bible says bed undefiled. That is to keep the bed holy. Now, it is now the responsibility of the man to say that regardless of what is going on, to see how you can actually solve things with your spouse and then communicate and then come to like, guy, madam, I don't want to offend God and I don't want to offend you, our union. So let us do this one, communicate in love, and then see how you guys can improve. If there is a need for you to seek a counselor, or you, if there is any books or anything you guys need to do together to get yourself back to line, so you can do that. So avoid that. And also when you see an external person being caring, being doing this one, of course, try to draw the line. Yes. Of course, there's always that temptation that you see somebody or probably appealing to you, especially when you are spiritually down. You understand? So you must be able to take caution, and see how you maintain boundary.
Boundary that you just spoke about now. Can a man that is married have a female friend that is close, that they are talking constantly? Is it okay?
No, capital no.
Mm.
Because no, when I was growing up, I remember one pastor was saying something. He was talking to singles then. He said, "What you won't eat, don't taste it." That's how he said it. What you won't eat, don't eat it. You are a married person. You are like more responsible. You have children that have to look up to you, to learn from you, and you're not having a female friend. You're not even saying, oh, you have a colleague in the office where the only time you meet, oh, in the office, oh, corporate stuff, a file and all, but you call every day, you chat every day, you in fact, you gather to the extent of you having lunch together. No, I think it's a total nonsense. Because if women, especially if that lady now likes you, it's going to be a problem for you. You get to a point you won't be able to control it. Because one thing I know about women, what they want, they will get it. Men are the weaker one. Oh. I hope you know. Men, yes, when it comes to that angle. Because a woman will give you, will just be all over you, and in your mind you start seeing faults in your own wife, like, why is my wife not doing all this one now? Before you know, you start thinking that this person actually likes you and your wife doesn't care, or you start having one kind of mind towards your wife. Like, so I think it's a capital no. Is it no? A married man should not have. You can have members. You know, there's a difference between friends and maybe my church member or my neighbor or my colleague and all that. But when you are defining them as friend, in fact, if your wife knows that you have a female friend, to ask you questions, or they may not ask, they start rolling their eyes. Rolling their eyes. But if you now get to a point where you're always chatting, you're always calling, and your wife asks you, who is that? And it's that same person, you know that there's a problem. So I think it's best to just avoid it. It's a no.
So how to avoid cheating?
How to avoid cheating now? One of the best things that works for someone like me is, if you have, for example, if you have a female friend, maybe a colleague, maybe you know somebody before you got married, and you guys are still friends, involve your wife. For example, the person is calling you, babe, this person is calling me, or you have told your wife about the person.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to have a friend. I'm sure before, even after you got married, the person would have called you. Maybe the person came to your wedding and you have introduced, and but then the person called you one day and you have like, who is that? Is that lady that came? Oh, that's Tola that came for our wedding. Oh. But when the person keeps calling, disturbing, and all those things, that's when you involve your wife now. It's like a gist for me. We gist about the fact when you're calling out, this person is calling now. We start, what does the person want? Sometimes put it on speaker.
Yeah.
You know, And when the person sees the way you respond over the phone too, the person will like, the person will have sense. So I think the best thing is involve your wife, laugh about it, self. Laugh about it. The person will not by themselves. You just notice that the call will start reducing, but it is very, very important that you make sure, even if you have a female colleague, your wife knows about the person. So that if the person call at odd hour, number one is either your wife can pick your call, or your wife can, who is calling you? That person. Oh, why is he calling you? Maybe it's something's happening in the office. She will understand. And sometimes put it on speaker, it makes them happy. Put it on speaker, let them be hearing the person's voice. So you say, okay, bye bye. They're happy. So I think that's good. Women like us carrying them along with things like this.
Yes, thank you very much. I love that. Is it a red flag that your partner is cheating? That's before marriage. We're talking about people that they are still maybe in a relationship. Maybe there's a girl now watching this video. She